How's it going, guys? And I am literally up to the brim with excitement today with the Splattercat's indie short that you're going to be taking a look at. We are looking at Running with Rifles by Moraatio Games, or Modulatio Games. I apologize if I butchered that. And it is a top-down shooter in the vein of Cannon Fodder, or if you guys remember the old Sony station game long ago, it was called Infantry. It is very, very similar, so it's a top-down isometric shooter, but what this game does is it puts you in the middle of a huge conflict, like a massive battlefield with like 600 soldiers, some of them AI control, and actually you can play it online against other people, so this can turn into a massive undertaking, and you could be a commander, you can be a single soldier, but one thing you can say about this game is that it very much captures the feeling of being a tiny pawn in an overall strategy. So I'm going to go to start new game here so that without further ado, we can take a look at the game and not waste too much time. So I'm going to go with the green faction right now simply because they stand out a little better to me. My eyesight is not so good. I'm going to go with the green faction though. And you can choose what rank you want to start at. Now with increasing rank, you start out with a better kit, you start out with more stuff, more kind of grenades, more kit options, and you can also command other soldiers as you rise through the ranks. You rise through the ranks by gaining XP by killing mobs, and also you can change your AI accuracy here. I'm going to leave it where it is. Max soldiers, we're going to go all the way up. We're going to tear this bad boy up. There's also vehicles that are going to spawn. Let's go with rank 1 just to cut a little bit of time out, but I want to give you a feel, a little taste of what this game has to offer. So here we go. You can see me here. I'm up on this roof. My name is apparently Charles Bailey. I'm armed with an M240, so it looks like I'm the BAR guy. I've got the heavy assault weapon, and we're gonna get moving here. Now I don't know. Oh, they're on the roof. So you can see here there's a collection of gray guys, and look at the size of this battle. Like, this is going on all over the map. So if I hit the tab key right now, you can see that it's just a huge expanse. Those little numbers are how many soldiers are fighting in each region. And so you can see there's aquatic battles going on. The gray areas are held by the gray troops. The green ones are held by us. You can see gray vehicles that are attacking. There's just all kinds of craziness going on, and that's what this game does very well. So we do have the ability to crouch and crawl like this. If I hit the C key, I can crawl around, which lowers my enemy's ability to hit me. If I hold the control key, I can crouch, and because I'm behind a wall right now, they can't hit me. I'm going to pop up for a second and take some shots. And if it was a little less crazy of a battle, and oh god, there's so much fire. I wanted to throw a grenade right there, but I'm a little terrified. And so let's put a little more fire in. I got 2 guys with that little burst right there. And that guy's going up the ladder. He's a sitting duck. Let's get him. Let's get him. And then there's a bunch more coming at us from the west. Oh man, this is wild. But I've been having so much fun with this game recently that I really did want to show you guys what's going on with it. Now the multiplayer component, from what I can tell, is not fleshed out completely. There are active players and there are active servers. However, the one thing that I've noticed is that the game tends to be empty a lot of the time, so it's in beta. The game has not been released yet, so the fact— oh god, grenade! Oh, and we got shot. So that grenade was probably going to get us either way. They naded our little barricade right there. So once you're dead, you just hit the space key and it'll pop you back out. It'll spawn you a little ways from the conflict. We're back at having 1 grenade. If you hold the F key, you can look at your inventory. They're going to expand on this in the future. So your backpack, you're going to be able to hold guns. I can drag and drop weapons from the ground. So you see how there's an M16A4 right there? Oh, I got hit from real deep. That's one of the things that's actually kind of interesting about this game, is a lot of it is luck-based sometimes. Like, every now and again, you just catch a bullet from out of the blue, and that's something that happens in real combat, I would assume too. You know, as you're running in a massive offensive like this, I would assume that your chances of catching a bullet are pretty substantial. Now, I'm going to try and get the hell away from there because it's a little hot for my tastes. You can interface with any of these ladders that you want. You can jump over stuff by using the space key, so space makes me climb up this ladder right here. There's no fall damage at the moment, so you can jump down off roofs like Rambo style and not even worry about your terrible little green ankle snapping. If you zoom in far enough, the game is actually voxel based. So everything's made out of little squares. And who's shooting down here? Somebody is shooting, and I hope I'm not about to get sniped. This is a terrible idea. And no guts, no glory. Yeah, there we go. Slaughter. Imminent slaughter, my friends. You picked the wrong time. You picked the wrong moment. Oh, no. And those 2 just got aced. So let's get out of here. We're going to go over here. And now one thing that I've had to get used to is that the game auto-sprints. So when you're normally running, it just sprints. But if you hold down the shift key, it makes you walk. You can re-keybind, so it's not a big deal. But for me, I make myself walk at like the worst, most inopportune times. You capture bases by completely running everybody out of the little sector. Oh, and this is not good. I know I'm about to get blasted right now. We are just in a wide open corridor. So let's lay down, and we're going to keep an eye on— oh no, they got me flanked, and I just cannot accept that. So we're going to put down some suppression. Hopefully we can get people. Am I dead? Oh, I got flashbanged. Okay. And so let's get out of here. We're actually taking a lot of fire. It looks like they've held the block. And so let's open up our map and see if there's anywhere else that we can fight a little bit harder at. It looks like this area is pretty swamped with our own troops. So I'm going to head to the... Oh, no, there's a mortar... Is there a mortar strike coming in? I don't know what this little explosive thing means. You can call in mortar strikes and just cause devastating amounts of damage once you get higher level. You can do all kinds of crazy stuff. Now, as I was saying, if I hold down the F key, there's an inventory. You'll see here there's an M16A4 if I wanted to. I could just grab that. And let me see here. There it is. It'll show up in this little inventory slot. I can drag and drop it to here. Get rid of my BAR for now. And then I can keep running with the M16. Now, it's in my backpack, so you can see I'm moving slower. I'm encumbered. If I wanted to get rid of that, just drag it straight to the ground and I'll dump it. And so we've got an enemy showing up here. I'm going to hit the deck. And he almost got me. He almost got me. Now, he's using a shotgun, so he's not going to be able to hit me that well. And also, my rifle is unfortunately not reloaded. You can see at the bottom left, it's got your round count. You do have infinite ammo, which is a cool feature. I do like that a lot. It takes a little bit of the stress of the whole combat situation out. Oh, and I know I'm going to get blasted right here. I just know it. There's no friendly fire at the moment. I got flashbanged and then blown up by something. That was incredible. I just got ragdolled like a punk. I just got noob owned. Just tube looted. Just totally tube noobed. Anyways, let's head down. Let's follow this APC. This APC has firearms, and so I'm going to follow him since I'm going to make the brash assumption that he's going to be our blockade buster. Now you see... Oh, no, don't run me over. Don't do that. Hey, bud. Hey, you. Hey. What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, nothing. I'm just driving an APC. Anyways, we're headed down. Let's see where the conflict's at. So we're this little icon right here, this little army man icon. That's the basic gist of the game, is that there's gray army men versus green army men. I think in the actual bucket said it was tan army men, but I can't guarantee that they probably weren't about to catch a lawsuit for using army men colors that they... Oh, this gun's really accurate. Okay. Got him. And so I'm going to try and stay low. This gun is firing in 3-round bursts, and you can see with the reticle... If I fire, you can see it expanding as it closes down. If the dot in the middle is red, it means I don't have line of sight. And if the dot is green, it means I do. And so as the reticle closes in, it actually makes your grouping a little better. Oh, no. And they blew up my cover. So that's another thing to bear in mind. And straight off into the lake. Anyways, and that's another thing to keep in mind is your cover is not always permanent in this game. In fact, it is very often destroyable. If they actually made buildings destroyable, this game would be epic on the level of like Battlefront. I would easily claim, oh, and we just got caught a random bullet. It is what it is. That's part of combat. And so you'll see down here in the bottom right, we've gained the ability to lead. If we use the space bar, I don't think it's going to let me just yet, but it says that we have 0 of 1 soldiers following in our platoon. It usually doesn't seem to work until you have 4 soldiers. Oh, no. And so we're back in the alleyway behind here. Let's make sure that this guy doesn't get us. Tim Wagner, or Wagner, however you prefer to say it. We've got a kind of a grenade exchange going on over here. I'm a little disappointed that I got rid of my BAR. This gun does not seem to be as effective. And we're gonna get some! Get some! There we go. We shot those guys off the ladder. Oh, and then we got flashbanged. We have been banged with a flash. But so did this guy. So we're gonna go, oh, what happened to you, buddy? Oh, we ran out of ammo! And let me see if I can... Oh, no, there's a knife key. If you hit the V, you can stab people. Like right here, you can see I'm doing like a little motion right there. That's me hitting the V key. It's a stab. It doesn't work too well. Sometimes it goes off, sometimes it doesn't. You don't get the teleport knife animation that you would get from other games. I'm going to see if I can find a better... Oh, don't run me over, man. He's destroying those pylons at the moment, those little roadblocks. Now, let me grab this rifle over here, and I think we'll be okay. I need a better gun, though. I need something with some automatic suppression fire, because this 3-shot burst stuff is not working for me. And don't put that back in my inventory. Throw it on the ground. Throw it on the ground, because he don't know me. And so this is not completely reloaded. You can never go wrong with the good old Kalashnikov, so that's what we're going to stick with. And I'm going to try and take this wall over here. We're going to try and keep low. God, there are so many bodies everywhere. And this game is fully customizable. Like, everything from the amount of bodies that are on the ground. And, oh, and Joel Chang just had a bad day. And so did that guy as well. I'm definitely feeling better now that I have an automatic weapon. And we're suppressed. So I'm just going to get out of the way. Hopefully they don't decide to grenade me. Let me see if I can flank. And we got one of them with a flanking maneuver. But unfortunately, not all of them. Oh, and he shot faster than I did. The benefits of auto-aim and being a robot. My horrible... We are in trouble. If there's ever a war between robots and humans, one thing that AI gaming has taught me is that I am just absolutely screwed if they're anywhere near as talented as they are in video games. Oh, you ain't shooting my buddy like that, pal. It ain't over yet. Take cover behind the car. The cars are surprisingly bulletproof in this game. And so they always do that in movies. Have you guys ever noticed that, how cars are always bulletproof in movies? I can attest from shooting at a car, they are not bulletproof. The bullet goes straight through. And we're out of rounds, so let's get low. And I can't suppress from here. And I don't even have line of sight. I'm just firing rounds errantly, haphazardly. Ooh, he's got an MP5, a silenced MP5. What's going on over here? Oh, I'm about to get flanked over here is what's going on over here. Is that throw gonna make it? Nope. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. And I think I'm the last holdout. Oh no, and he knifed me! Oh my god, he took those dog tags like nobody's business. And so this is how the game unfolds. Let's take a look at another map. We can go to change map right here. There are a number of maps. You've got Stalemate, Aeolian Coast, Valiakoski. We're going to go with Valiakoski because I don't think I've played it. They've all got different base amounts. They've all got different topography. We are going to have to eat a little loading screen right here because there are a lot of assets that the game has to load before you go into these big-time gaming sessions. But this has been one that I've been eating up ridiculous amounts of time. As far as the rest of it, ooh, it started me at a better rank. So now that I'm at a better rank, I should be able to call out to people and have them follow me. I'm now Victor Ross, it looks like. I've got some pineapple grenades, and I'm carrying what appears to be some kind of futuristic rifle. You'll see that down here it says 3 out of 4. That means these guys are following me. They've seen the insignia, and oh, I've got a G36. And they've decided to follow me. Now, I can give them orders. At least I think I can give them orders. Let me see here. Oh, it's by right-clicking. There we go. If you right-click, see it says squad move over there. And so you can actually have them do maneuvers. You can use them for flanking. You can have them follow you. You can have them follow other units. You'll also receive orders every now and again from other people who are higher rank from you. They'll actually flag spots on the map and they'll put a target on it, like this right here in the bottom right corner. I'm kind of pointing that out right now. That little reticle is where the AI wants me to go to reinforce its position. So they're also commanding me. Now there's no demerits or anything if you don't listen, and I think that's something that would really solidify and make the game a little bit better. Now I wouldn't want to hamper the free play too much, and I don't know what RP is either. Actually, it ticks up RP every now and again, but I just don't have enough experience to tell you exactly what that's for. I know it does tick every now and again based on, I don't know if it's for unlocks or something of that nature later on. And we've got fire on him. My squad's going to lay him down. There we go. Lay him down gently. Well, lay him down roughly. Whatever. We don't care about his delicate sensibilities, his Nancy hands. There we go. And so this is the kind of game that I would assume Arlie Ermy would create. It's incredible. It's a lot of fun, and you should definitely check it out. I'll put all the information down below. You can get it on Desura. If this game... And I'm going out on a limb here. I don't very often unilaterally tell you that a game is like 10 out of 10 incredible in my book, but this one is definitely down that route. If this game gets Steam server support and it gets the kind of advertising support that it deserves, I can see this game being just incredible, like a massive splash. It's simplistic enough to where the first time you play it, you can rack up some kills, and yet it's complicated enough to where I think if you had 100 players per side on a server with people that were actually generals and things of that nature, you could have some reasonably tactical battles going on. You could have, it would almost function as a military sim because it's slow-paced enough to where you can get into the combat. So let's talk about the game as a total package. Let's start with graphics. The graphics I find to be very retro, very nice. I enjoy them completely. There's nothing bad that I can say about the graphics. They work exactly for what you want. Oh, this guy's got me covered. Florian Bauer. I don't have any grenades. And die! He's keeping that perfect cover, and he's going to shoot my mate. There he goes, and he just tried to Rambo over the side of the edge right there, and that guy's going to try and be a badass too. Oh, no! Ah! Okay, so let's go back. The sound effects, I think, could be improved, and that guy just made a horrible misjudgment. And so the sound effects, I think, could be improved. However, I understand that firearms companies actually have to lease you the sound effects from their firearms. They actually have a copyright on it, so I understand from a indie developer standpoint why the sound effects are kind of generic. That being said, everything functions. The sound effects are fine. There is a soundtrack. I've got it turned off right now because I tried to outrun that grenade, but you can't outrun Destiny. And I have the music turned off right now. There is a background track that plays, so don't think that there's just blank sound. I like to play with music from my iPod or music from Pandora in the background. That's why it's turned off. I forgot to turn it back on. In terms of gameplay, this game is incredibly addictive. I have burned up 3 to 4 hours at a time, not paying attention, just trying to press and push certain corners of a map. It will save the campaign that you have going, so you never lose your progress. You can jump right back in from where you left off. The multiplayer aspect, I've tried out a little bit, but the servers that I was trying to play on only had 8 or 9 people on, and I rarely ran into them. Most of who I killed was AI, which is basically what I was doing already. I'm going to chalk that up to the fact that the game hasn't been released yet, and say that, you know, if this game gets the support, really... This game really deserves the support of major platforms. It's the kind of game that it's just awesome. It's just awesome. There's nothing else I can really say about it. So that all out of the way, I think we've done a pretty good job at looking at the different facets of the game. What is this? Horny magazine. Oh, I thought it said hurry. I thought maybe it was going to be a run speed buff, but no, that buff we definitely don't need on the battlefield. But that all said, my name is Splattercat. I hope you enjoyed this review. Once again, this game gets just a resounding, a sterling, a gold-plated score for me, so you should definitely check it out. If not now, wait till release, see how the multiplayer is going, but I see big things for this in the future. I really do. I so rarely fanboy about a game, and this is one that I just can't say enough good things about. That being said, my name is Splattercat. I'll see you guys next time, and thank you for joining me for the purposes of this look and review. I'll see you guys next time. Take care out there, everybody.